Nothing. I'm not filming or anything. I feel like that's the only reason you call me these days.
How are you doing?
I'm alive. I'm surviving. I made it to Monday. How are you?
Alive, surviving, made it to Monday. Still hobbling around. So, do with that what you will, I guess.
How long are you hobbling? What's the diagnosis? What the diagnosis?
Diagnosis is still that it is ripped and you have to wait for it to rip. And
Wait for it to rip again.
oh no. Wait for it to unrip.
Okay.
And stay
Any
off of it
idea?
as much as possible. Well, look, the swelling's down.
It's a start.
Swelling is down. Color looks better. Pain
Okay.
is still there, but do
It'll
with that
always
what you
be
will.
there. Always,
Yeah.
always.
It's a feature now. I'm past 30. It's just how I feel.
You just have to live on painkillers. That's
But you
Way
know
of
what
life.
like kills me truly though? Like I was telling my mom because I saw her this weekend for the first time since hurting it. And I was like, the actual issue is if I do something, like I sit here and I work, or I play games, or I lie on the couch, there is this distinct period where I forget that it was injured. Like, you can't feel it, it's fine, everything is good. And then something will happen, like my dog will need to go out, or Larry will call, or my phone will ring, and I'll all of a sudden stand. And the absolute earth-shattering pain that goes through my leg, that moment is the worst.
Maybe you just need to have like a shock collar on your ankle that just reminds you that it's there. You know, just set it to a periodic 15-minute tickle, and then you're like, oh yeah, I've got an injury over there. I mustn't
Because
forget.
that is like so bad. Earth-shattering, I'm telling you. But it's fine, we've got lots of games to play. I'm actually getting through a lot of them. Like, maybe this was my body's like way of being like, it's fine, we got you. We're giving you time where you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, you can just sit and play games.
That's what I said last week. I mean, you'll just be able to play a lot more games, so
Yep.
there's not a win-win. Is it a win-win? I don't know. There is a win in there somewhere.
Well, look,
There's
I'm
a
getting
win.
my work done, okay? I'm getting it all done, so there's the win.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
a big
Fair
chunk
enough.
of my salary is going to go to fixing this burden, but what you gonna do, hey?
I thought you just had to not use it. I thought that was the fix.
Yeah, and you said live on pain pills. Do pain pills grow on trees, Cody?
Pain pills is a byproduct of being 30, not a byproduct of your Achilles. That's just everyone who's 30 lives on pills these days, so I'm surprised it's not in your budget already, to be honest.
You know what? It really is bad. Like, I'm starting to feel that Larry and I must become those old people that have those day of a week, like, pill things. Because, like, a considerable part of our budget does indeed go to pills. Like, both of
See?
us have allergies, right? So then you have to buy allergy pills. And, like, we are two people who both consistently have allergy pills. So that means we're consistently using, let's say, 60 allergy pills a month. So you can't just buy a small pack, you have to buy the 100 box. Then I have genetically prone migraines and headaches. So then it's all my headache pills. Then it's the Dexalent I need for the stomach ulcer, which is still very much a player in my life. And now it's my ankle. Because if you think that the same pill that numbs the pain of a stomach ulcer and the headache also works for the ankle, oh no, they do not.
No. Why would we invent a general painkiller that can do all of that? That sounds...
And then you need for
Too
anti-inflammatory because there was swelling and there was inflammation, so you need for anti-inflammatory. No, it's a nightmare. I'm old.
See? Told you, just put it in your budget and then just leave it there. So when you hit 40, you can already be like, easy. I've already been paying for pills all my life.
I've been
nothing
prepared.
changes.
This is nothing.
Yeah, this is nothing.
But talking about like budgeting and stuff, how is your dog? / do you have a new one, Cody?
So our dog is actually good, which is nice. Finally, I'm touching all the wood I can find. Yeah, he hasn't had to go, and he's not going this month. This will be the first month since November last year.
Don't say it, you're jinxing it, Cody. Don't even say it out loud. Let's just cut this out of the show and move on.
Ugh, yeah, but so he does have to go for a checkup at least. It's just a checkup in November to see if his tons of pills, his 30 plus pills are all working for him. But yeah, no, he's been good. He's been fine. He's hungry. He runs around. He's a good old dog again. We haven't had any news on a new dog, so I'm just going to say no, we're not getting that one, I guess. I don't know. It's like we said, why is it so difficult to like adopt a pet? It's just like the craziest thing. There's literally thousands of them that need to be adopted and they're so difficult. I understand. I get it. Don't go in the comments and be like, Cody, you're an idiot. They're only for specific people. But yeah, is what it is.
No, but I am going to counter those people. Hang on, what is happening? It's your dad. Your dad has just sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 messages. 6. I was like, why is my watch carrying on like this? Like, the more I'm trying to silence it, the more my arm is vibrating like crazy. Anyway, just to counter those people who are going to be like, it's to care about the well-being of the animals and everything, which I feel like we're all fighting for. Somehow, even with all these million loops you need to jump through, you're still getting shitty people that are adopting animals all the freaking time.
Yeah, somehow. I don't know how it happens. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, I think we're not that shitty and we're still not getting accepted. So, yeah, I don't know.
Mind boggles.
What we're gonna do is just go to this wedding. We're taking our life in like sections now. So there's a wedding coming up and we don't plan anything else just because anything could happen. So when the wedding's over, then we'll get on to the next thing. Then we'll move on to maybe getting a dog. Who knows?
That's so funny. Like, are you the type of person where if you have something on in the day, like you have a doctor's appointment, then the whole day is basically just a write-off. It's gone because you have to get ready for the doctor's appointment and be at the doctor's appointment. Then, like, I'm like that with day-to-day stuff, and especially like big things. Like, you're like, oh, you have this wedding to focus on now. That's literally me. I'm like, okay, we have the magazine to write now. Then we have launch of a magazine to do. Then we have rage to do. Like, it's just like these events. Like, nothing else can happen because there are these events. And then Larry, who's just like this free spirit, is like, but rage is only 3 days. We can make plans for... And I'm like, no, Larry, no, we cannot.
My brain can't handle all of that. 3 days is long. If you tell me it's like a birthday party in 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, cool. Nothing else can happen between now and that single birthday party that's going to be like 3 hours long.
It's already in the calendar.
Happens. I mean, the calendar will still get filled up anyway, and then I'll just land up going to all these things. But my focus was on the first thing that came in, and that's basically the only thing I'm focused on. Yeah.
Yep, 100% the same.
Happens like that too.
Like, I think it's like, I don't know, Larry and I are two very different people when it comes to that. Like, so yeah, we often have like friends over for like board games or movie night or whatever. And I love that. It's great. I live for it. So long as it has been planned at least 3 days in advance. Okay? I absolutely cannot handle. You see, you know, Reach is also messaging me now. They must be doing it out of spite. Answer.
They know. Hello? Okay, bye. There you go. He says he got all the magazines in and they didn't get wet. And he also says he thought 3D printing was the same as just putting a piece of paper and printing and then stapling it together.
I feel like, doesn't everybody though, before they get their first 3D printer?
Yep.
I feel like everybody's like, oh, it's going to be so great. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a file, I'm going to send it to the printer, and then just come back an hour later and it's going to be perfect.
Well, sheesh, that never works. The whole first 2 weeks is basically just test printing.
100%. And 3D printers know when you get distracted. Like, you can sit and watch them, like intently watch them, and it'll be perfect.
Yep.
Then you'll be like, oh, I think I'm just going to go make myself a cup of coffee. And you come back and it's spazzed out and filament is oozing out of where filament shouldn't be oozing. And Yep. Anyway.
So for everyone who doesn't know, we got a new 3D printer.
Yes.
And it was going great until Glenn had to take the print out and remove all the supports, and he cut the sword off of the guy. Anyway, now you're all caught up. Continue.
No, it's just like, as I was saying, I'm a person who needs prior knowledge for things happening. You can't just throw things my way. Like this past weekend, I'm literally like, again, my ankle is still terrible. So I'm like lying on the couch, foot up, just like playing games. And I was like, you know what we should do right now? We should invite friends over. I'm like, yes, for next weekend, that's fine. Like, I'm happy. I'll get something to prop my foot up. Like, if I'm going to sit and play games alone, I might as well sit and play games with friends. That's cool. He's like, no, for right now. I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I don't know what drugs you're on, but there is no way. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah. I like to, if I know we don't have plans, I like to be like, cool, this is the time I get to rest and recover from everything else that I've done.
Yes, you commit to it.
Yeah, exactly. But then plans come into action and that never happens, so. Anyway, we live on. We're still alive. Just on pills. It's fine.
But, so Cody, how has your weekend been? How was the end of your last week? What has happened in your life?
Well, I mean, some things had happened. It's a bit sad, but the tabletop Warhammer guy that's from the gym that I always played games with unfortunately passed away last week suddenly.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
So now you'll have to find a better hobby.
I don't know. I'm so committed to this one. Maybe I just need to find people who are willing to accept me for me and print random stuff and paint them and then play board games with me. I'm halfway there. You're close, right? You're playing.
I play everything. I just don't play Warhammer because I do have sex from time to time. So unfortunately I can't play Warhammer. It's the rules.
Okay, is that how it goes? Is that okay? There we go. See, this is what I mean. I need to find friends.
That's really sad. That's really bad.
Yeah, so it was a big thing because I mean he was also part of the gym, so the gym's been like, we've been doing a lot of gatherings and hanging out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. Life is full of lemons, I guess.
And that's why you shouldn't waste time and you should play all the Warhammer you can now.
I will. I'm going to continue, so it's fun. If anyone wants to join me, leave a comment down below. Just not to Arielle, just to me personally. It's fine.
Okay, Warhammer isn't that bad. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is, right?
It's like baby Warhammer.
No, you know what? Oh, that is what you play. Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
We had a heated debate about what you play a while ago. I don't remember why it came up. But I was like, you don't play proper Warhammer. You play like an offshoot of Warhammer. And then everybody was like, no, Cody plays Warhammer. I'm like, you guys don't even talk to Cody. Why are you pretending that you are the authority on what he plays? Then I searched through our whole WhatsApp chat and I couldn't find what you play. Anywho, I think it's very much like if you started playing League of Legends, you're not going to play Dota. It's just not going to happen. If you started playing Dota, you'll one day play League and realize it's so much better and you'll move on. But I started on better games, so I can't go to Warhammer. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
I guess.
I should have started with Warhammer.
It's just a different game to the games that you play. That's all. I don't feel like I still play other games as well.
But you don't play D&D.
Okay, but only because I have never had the time or the people that have been like, let's play.
Exactly, because it's a commitment game. And you have a commitment game, which is Warhammer. I have a commitment game, which is D&D. Okay, that's also why neither one of us can ever play Pathfinder, because it's another commitment game.
Okay, we'll join one day. Tell me when you're having your next D&D, and I'll bring my Warcry figures to be my characters in D&D, and then we can't swap the other way around, but then you'll join me for another game one time.
Okay.
We'll swap. We'll commit
You
to
know
that.
he says that, but so that everybody listening or watch this knows, I literally sent a message and I was like, guys, we should 100% have a monthly board game day at my house. You're all invited. You can bring your partners. It'll be so much fun. And nobody wanted to come.
Lies.
No.
The only person
truth.
that says they think they remember reading that was Oliver. And we don't trust him half the time.
That's it. That is it. Go on with the show. Talk about a topic. I'm going into the messages. Thank goodness I'm a digital hoarder. I'm so happy right now.
I'm just going to say you're a digital hoarder, but you couldn't find what I was playing.
You probably just mentioned it in conversation. And I would have never thought to Google Warcry.
I feel like this is exactly what happened. You were probably saying to Oliver outside the office one day, you know what we should do?
It. I remember sending it.
Impossible.
You know how come I remember sending it, right?
Why?
It's because Larry forced me to send it. Because Larry was like, why don't you invite Cody and Oliver to play board games one day? And I said, no, it's okay. And Larry was like... I'm being honest. I was like, no, it's okay. Larry was like, that is ridiculous. I think if they came with their partners, we'd all have a really good time and it'll be nice. I was like, oh. Larry's like, you know you'll like it if you do it. So just send an invite. And then I sent an invited.
Okay. I don't think you sent the invite.
I
still find it rude that you didn't want to in the first place. That's why I believe you didn't send it. You don't even want us to play games with you. Why? Do you think we're gonna beat you? No, it's impossible. You don't win at games anyway, so it's...
I've got such a bad... That is actually triggering. So, I track every single board game we've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, if we go plays... and we go compare players. Okay, let's just view me and Larry. It's fine. Okay, untick all of you other losers. You can't be compared. Okay, so Larry and I have together played 502 games since I started tracking.
502 different games or 502 games of Dungeons and Dragons?
No, just anything. Like,
okay.
I'm not going to break it down. 502 plays since I started tracking.
Okay.
Larry has won 359 times.
Uh-huh.
And I have won 117 times.
That's a terrible win rate.
It is. It really, really is. It's so bad.
I do like that you have the stats though. Do you have other stats or just win rate?
I have everything, so what do you
That's
want to
very
know?
cool.
I can tell you how many games we've played, where we've played it, who played, plays by score, plays by win rate.
That's so cool. I love the stats. I just love it. We've been back onto League all of a sudden. Ali and I, when we get a chance to play, are trying to get out of iron. I know we're better than that, and I know you all believe in us, but for some reason, Riot keeps putting us in iron games, and just like, we always like checking the stats after each game, like, yeah, should have done that, and your win rate sucks here, and this sucks there, and your CS is down there. But at the end of the day, it helps you play better, supposedly. Makes you learn, I don't know, I guess. And we're slowly getting out of iron. I think Ollie's in bronze now, so that's good. Good news for us as a team. Also, we've given up on playing ranked with you and Larry, because that's never going to happen. Because you never want to play games with us anyway, so... We're going to have to find a new team.
No, okay, wait. No, let's just talk about this. When last have you even seen me online in League? I want to venture a bet that it was the last time when we did the headset roundup.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Because quite literally, I just have not had time to play League of Legends. Like, in the evenings, I've been going into a lot of review games because you've seen the speed at which review games have been coming in. Yeah. And I mean, you know, how much time do you really get to do your review stuff in the working day? Like,
yeah, which is so weird, but anyway.
That's been the evening thing, review games. When I don't have review games that need to be played, it's literally, let me play board games with my friends, or let's have a movie night here at home together, or let's have dinner with my parents. And even when it's none of that, then it's like, okay, Larry isn't working through the night tonight. Let's just lie and watch Breaking Bad. Like, the time that I had previously where I was like, ooh, I just want to sit and play League. It feels like I don't know where it's gone. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I was talking with Jade and them about it. I do want to get back into playing League. Like, I actually miss playing League. But now that I'm out of the habit of playing League of Legends, it's like I don't understand how to get the time to play League of Legends. But I also know that that's stupid, because the moment that I start playing it again, it'll be fine. Like, you find time. It's how, like, a cigarette smoker always finds money for cigarettes. Like,
don't compare League to smoking cigarettes.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Like, I know if I get in the habit, I'll find time to play and all will be good. But, like, looking at life now, and we just had this discussion a week ago, me and Jade. I was like, I just feel like I don't have the time, and I don't understand how to get the time.
Fair enough. It is, yeah. I mean, it's like 45 minutes a game, you know, if you suck, which we do, so. And
you can't just play one.
No. So when we were talking about the stats, Ollie's like, my win rate is so high because I only play one game, and that's it. If I win or lose, like, I don't play another one. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Who can do that? You lose, and then you're like, okay, this was just a warm-up game.
Yes.
Like, you're gonna have the actual game now. Then you lose again. Then you're like, oh, just a warm-up game again. Like,
you can't end on a loss.
Exactly. Then you win, and then, but now I'm on a win streak. But you've lost like 10 and you've only won 1. Yes, but now you've started winning. You can't stop now.
You gotta ride this winning wave while it's going. Exactly. Yeah, that's how I play. That's probably why I'm still so far down the ladder. But anyway, it is what it is.
I'm still busy searching for that message, just so you know.
That message is coming along real quick, isn't it?
I didn't say I was going to find it fast, did I?
I'm still saying you're not going to find it.
I am. I distinctly remember sending it. And I know because the same night I sort of set up my mood for like a friend that Larry and I have. So listen if this is reasonable or unreasonable, right? There is a person inside of our friend group. I would not go as far as to say we are necessarily best friends with them, but we're definitely more than acquaintances with them. Okay? Like they've been in the friend group for 20 years now. Like we've done stuff with them, we've celebrated birthdays together. Like again, I won't say we're besties, but we're definitely friends.
Okay.
And anyway, we used to have a weekly board game night together.
Okay.
But then he tagged along with another friend. And other friend moved to Cape Town.
Okay.
So then I sent a message and I was like, look, like I know that other friend has moved to Cape Town, but that doesn't mean that we have to stop weekly board game nights. You are more than welcome still to come. Like you can bring somebody else if you want to. If you don't want to bring somebody, we can organize somebody, or it can just be us three. Like I'm open to anything.
Okay.
Then he completely ignored me. Like didn't reply to the messages, nothing. So that was like December. Then January I sent a message. I was like, hey, just a reminder, if you are still into it and you want to do it, I'm game. Let's arrange something. He ignored me. In May I sent him a message. I was like, look, like I'm not going to reach out again. This is the last time I'm doing it. But like if you'd like to play board games, we can still arrange it. Literally 3 weeks ago he messages me. He's like, hi, he just saw the messages now. He doesn't understand why I didn't pick up the phone and phoned him because he doesn't believe in reading WhatsApp messages. What? What? Who does not believe in reading WhatsApp messages? What are you talking about? It's been like 8 months.
How old is he?
What are you talking about? Our age.
Wow.
Our
Are you sure?
age. Yes.
I feel like he's older.
Positive. But he was literally also like, he was so serious about it. He was like, yeah, he does not believe in reading messages. What? So what do you do? Does a message just come? Because he wanted me to phone. So clearly you have your phone. Does a message just come on your phone and you're like, oh, will not look at you?
He just swipes them all away. I mean, okay, I guess if it's important enough, then people will phone him. I do believe in that as well. For like, if somebody needs something at work and it's important,
but then
they'll
it's
call you.
urgent, right? That's not the same thing. Like,
You don't
look,
urgently need him to take part in the board games.
I phoned Oliver today because I urgently needed something from Oliver. But me being like, hey, are you still keen to come to weekly board game night? I don't feel like is a phone call thing. That is a message. Also, I feel like when you send a message, you're giving the person an out. Because if he actually didn't want to like chill with us and have board games with us, he has time to compose like an excuse or a lie. It's not like I'm putting him on the spot with a phone call and then he feels obligated to say yes. Or is that just me?
It's clear that he needed 8 months to think up the excuse, I don't read messages.
But anyway, I was just like, people be crazy.
People do be crazy. That's how life is.
And then everybody's like, Arielle's the antisocial one.
So I feel like you're never gonna find this
I am going
message.
to shush.
And what we're gonna do is end this episode before that even happens, because it never existed in the first place.
Cody, if I find this the moment we hang up, I am literally... Wait! I've got it! I got them! I'm so happy. I sent it on Wednesday, the 15th of May. I went, guys, Larry and I want to arrange a board game night. So Cody, Ash, Oliver, Casey, me and Larry, would you guys be into it or no? See, I gave you guys an out.
Which group?
Then Oliver wrote, the spam group, Oliver wrote, I feel like I'm going to get flack for not knowing this. So I went, it's fine, we'll teach you guys if you're actually interested, but you don't have to be. Oliver went, I'm always down for a board game night. I went, I'm just tasting the water. You went, we're keen, but also busy. But for water tasting purposes, keen.
What? I
See?
even responded?
Yes!
What?
Yes,
Water?
and you were like, we're keen, but also busy, but also keen.
Okay, you sent a couple of messages. Larry and I want to arrange a Zombicide night. Would you guys be into it or no? I feel like I'm going to get flack for not knowing, but what is Zombicide? Board game. Oh, that was me. Always down for a board game. I'm just testing the waters. We're keen, but also busy, but for water testing purposes, keen.
See?
Huh, you did send it.
All the way on the 15th of May.
See, all I needed to do was threaten the end of the episode.
15th of May, I sent it and I was like, we can do board games.
Okay, but send it again. Let's plan it for real. Since I've got the wedding coming up, we'll slot it in between this and Rage.
Yeah,
Rage
I
is the
feel like
next
we
big
have
thing.
to now because
Yeah.
if we're going to go quarterly of a magazine, we're going to be running on crisis 24/7. So we might as well start slotting fun things into the crisis, right?
Exactly. And if we get it into like the calendar that's booked in advance, we can be like, sorry, not today. No crisis today. We're killing zombies on a board.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also
Okay.
we can try your Beetle and Grim D&D clone.
Oh, if that ever comes. Oh,
Because you know what we're not going to ever try? We are never going to try the Dark Quarter.
Are they still fighting with you?
Yes, Cody, there has been no movement. That is where we lie. Like, it is absolutely a ridiculous situation, and I am beyond over it. Like, I truly just want it out of my life at this point. I am currently at the point that I have had so many phone conversations and been to speak to a private banker and emailed so many times that I neither want the game nor the money anymore. I just want to be done. Like, I want somebody to tell me that this was all a bad dream and we're moving on.
I don't know. It's a lot of money. I'll keep fighting for the money.
No,
An update on my one,
but
it's landing here on the 1st of November, so we've got time to practice
See,
some
we could
Zombicide.
have a November game
Nice.
with cool lights that react and everything. But no, it's okay. Arielle didn't invite. That's yeah, it is. I don't hear about the dogs. I'm the last to hear. No one wants to come to my house for board game nights. It's fine. I get it.
But send us
Just
a proper invite.
just
Send me a calendar
just have
invite.
a night with Oliver. It's cool. Like, just you and Oliver go play on your own and nobody invites Arielle. I see how it is and it's fine.
Okay, fine. We will. And we'll send you photos.
That's fine. And you know, if we played Zombicide, I could show you a whole plethora of new things that you could print with your 3D printer. Because we had a friend who got a 3D printer and was like, he wants ideas of things to print. So we 3D printed basically the whole game. We have doors, we have windows. Like, if there is something that's been demarcated flat on the map tiles, we have a 3D printed version of it. Crates, the works. It's great.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah. That's also why I didn't order Beetle and Grimm's, like, with the printed figures, because I was like, I'll just print my own. It's fine.
And then get your dad to clean it up for you.
No.
Okay. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, which hopefully will make its way to you, because hopefully Cody and I just don't have videos disappearing, because that's a fun thing that's been happening at the office. I love it. Today in the meeting, Reach was like, do any of you have hard drives that need stuff recovered? And all that like flashed before my eyes was all the times that you and me have just lost videos. We're like, not really.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, hopefully this makes its way to you. In that case, it is almost Comic-Con for those of you who live Pretoria, Joburg side of South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
If that is the case, we, not me or Cody, but we as a nag, are going to be at Comic-Con all the days. So if you haven't already picked up your winter edition or your annual or any of the cool bundles that we have, that is your moment to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little birdie told me in the meeting today that there will be merch,
Ooh,
which will be great
fun.
because everybody has been asking for merch. So I think that's going to be fun and cool and great. I mean, not that cap, that's old merch, but new shiny
This one costs
merch.
more money.
Okay, so we're going to be at Comic-Con. You can pick up everything there. You can say
Yes.
hi. You can take a selfie. And there will be a very cool special Comic-Con only competition.
Yes,
But
they will.
you'll have to go to see what that is. Okay.
Mhm.
If you want to read the things that we have written to help rock you to sleep because you're not going to Comic-Con and you're not going to meet us and get the super cool things, then you can head on over to www.nag.co.za where that content lives.
Yes, you can. Is it me now?
It's you.
If you guys would like to be a part of the writing process or just fill us in on what's going on in your lives, you can drop us an email at hey@nag.co.za, or you can drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp line, which is 062-834-1919. Otherwise, you can always catch us on social media. We're always posting what we're up to, what we've written, what we haven't written, and all the competitions we're running all the time. Our social media presence exists on X, Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads, Instagram, and YouTube.
That
I got it right?
we can stop, we can quit. We are never going to top this moment right here. Just goodbye. See you all next week. That was perfect.
Okay, bye.